Hello children, this is Ravi Verma and in this video I'm going to start the chapter number 2 of NCERT textbook of science for class 9th, and the title of the chapter is Matter Around Us Pure? So dear students, in the previous chapter, chapter number 1, we have learned that matter is made up of particles and it can exist in three different states, that is solid, liquid and gas. We know that the difference in the property between solids, liquids and gases is because of the differences in the distance between their particles. We learned the interconversions of states of matter from one to another. But in this second chapter, we are going to discuss about the classification, the types of matter. We know that there are two types of matter. Matter, one are pure matter, and the other are mixtures. So there are two types of matter. One is pure matter and the other is mixture. This is also called impure matter. Okay, now look at the images. Here you see a packet of salt, ghee and milk. You can see a term is written pure ghee, then pure milk. So for you, these may be pure because you know that pure means, a common man knows that a pure means pure substance, pure thing means nothing, there is no adulteration, means there is nothing extra mixed in it, right? So a milk may be pure for you if it is if water is not added in it or any other impurity has not been added in it, then it may be pure for you. But for a scientist or in language of science, the meaning of pure is somewhat different. How it is different? So for a scientist, pure means that it means that all the constituent particles of that substances are same in chemical nature, right? And a pure substance for in a science consists of a single type of particles. In other words, substance is a pure single form of matter. So dear students, in the language of science, pure matter pure matter, that is also called substance. So meaning of pure matter is such a matter which contains only one type of particles. For example, if we talk about distilled water, then it is a pure matter. Distilled water, right? Distilled water. Why? Because distilled water will contain only one type of particles, that is the particles of water, that is the molecules of water, H2O molecules. So all the particles will be H2O molecules. So this is why the water is pure substance. In the same way, if we talk about sugar, right? Sucrose, that is called sucrose. Suppose there is sugar in it, right? So sugar will also contain only one type of particles, one type of constituent particles. You know that every matter is made up of particles. So sugar will contain only one type of particles, that is sugar particles. Okay, in the same way, oxygen, hydrogen, copper, iron, means there are a number of examples of pure substances. But my dear students, when you look around yourself, you will find that most of the things are mixtures. Most of the things around you are mixtures, means uh, they are not pure substances. What is mixture? Let's understand what is a mixture. So in the language of science, mixture is such a matter which contains not single type of particles but multiple different types of particles. For example, if you take water and then you add sugar in it, then the matter in beaker will contain the particles of water and the particles of sugar both. So there are two types of particles in it. So that's why this is a mixture. So when you mix sugar plus water, this is a mixture. In the same way, if you add water plus salt, if you add water plus salt, then again there will be two different types of particles, the particles of water and the particles of salt. Then it will be called a mixture. So mixture is a matter, is an impure matter which contains more than one type of particles, or the particles of more than one substances. So dear students, one thing is very clear, that a pure matter, that is called substance, contains all the particles of similar type, all the particles having same chemical nature, right? But a mixture contains the particles of different chemical nature. Okay, so dear students, there are two types of mixtures. Let's understand about them. There are two types of mixtures. One is homogeneous mixture and the other is heterogeneous mixture. So we are going to learn about them. So suppose, first of all, we will learn homogeneous mixture, and then we'll learn about heterogeneous mixtures, right? So homogeneous and heterogeneous. How? Look, suppose we have taken two test tubes, test tube 1 and test tube 2. Okay, so in one test tube we have taken water, plus we have added, suppose we have added salt. In another test tube we will take water, plus we will take sand. Now when we will mix water plus salt, we will see that after some time, initially you can see that where is salt and where is water, but after some time when you mix it together, you will see that the salt dissolves completely. So after dissolving, you will see that a very clear and transparent mixture has been formed, and after some time you will not be able, after the salt has dissolved, you will not be able to tell where are the salt particles, means where is salt and where is water. Both will be mixed completely. Okay, so such a mixture is called a homogeneous mixture, in which two substances mixed completely, and in which there is no physical boundary of separation seen between its constituents. So in this mixture the constituents are water and salt, and there is no physically distinct boundary between salt and water, means they are completely mixed. You cannot tell physically where is salt and where is water. Okay, so such a mixture is called homogeneous mixture, where the physical boundary of separation between its constituents or components is not seen. But on the other hand, this mixture in which water plus sand has been added, you will see that even after mixing sand for a very long time, the sand will not get dissolved completely with water, right? So after some time you will see that the sand is being settled down, and the particles of sand will be clearly visible, distinct from water. So you can see the boundary between the sand and water. You can tell where is sand and where is water. You will see that the sand particles are either suspended or settled down at the bottom, so you can tell here is the sand and this is the water, right? So such a mixture is called heterogeneous mixture. Such a mixture in which there is a clear cut boundary of separation between its constituents. What are another differences? Another difference is that homogeneous mixture has a uniform composition, but heterogeneous mixture does not have a uniform composition. It has a non-uniform composition. For example, if you talk about homogeneous mixture, suppose this is the mixture of water plus salt. Okay, water plus salt. So this is a homogeneous mixture. So this has a uniform composition. What does it mean? Suppose you take one drop from the bottom, from the top, one drop from the middle, and one drop from the bottom, or one drop from this side. You will see that the concentration or the composition of different substances like water and salt is equal. Means in this drop also you will find equal amount of water and salt. Here also you will find equal amount or concentration or fraction of water and salt. So everywhere the composition will be same. Here in every drop there will be same composition. So this is called uniform composition. So homogeneous mixture means uniform composition. Homo means uniform composition. ठीक. And then if you talk about heterogeneous mixture, suppose that this is a mixture of water plus sand, then you will see that the amount of sand in the drop from the top is different, and the amount of sand from the drop at the bottom is different. Means you will find that at the top sand is less, but at the bottom sand is more. So you will see that the composition of water plus sand means the mixture, the composition of mixture is different at different locations of the mixture, and this is called heterogeneous mixture. Okay, so what are the two differences? First major difference is that homogeneous mixture has a uniform composition, but the heterogeneous mixture has a non-uniform composition. In the same way, another difference is homogeneous mixture has clear cut distinct boundary of separation. Homogeneous mixture doesn't have boundaries of separation between its constituents, but heterogeneous mixture have boundaries of separation between its constituents. Okay, there might be other differences you can write. For example, in a homogeneous mixture the two substances or the components are mixed completely, but in a heterogeneous mixture the two substances are not completely mixed together. Okay, a few more features of mixtures let me discuss. So dear students, generally if we talk about mixture, then generally the components of a mixture can be separated. For example, you can separate salt from water by the process of evaporation. Okay, in the same way you can separate sand from water by the process of filtration. Okay, in the same way air is also a mixture, so you can also separate the different gases from air. Okay, so air is also a mixture. So generally the components of a mixture can be separated. And another feature of mixture is that the components of a mixture are mixed in any ratio. For example, when you are mixing salt in water, then this is based on your own desire, how much amount of salt you add in water. Suppose you take 100 ml water, then you can add 5 gram, 10 gram, whatever amount of salt can be added. So the ratio of the masses of the components of a mixture is different, it is not fixed. Okay, so any ratio they can be mixed. Okay, another important feature of a mixture is that a mixture shows the properties of all its constituents. For example, if we talk about a mixture of water plus salt, then you will see that it shows the properties of water also, that it is fluid, it can flow. Okay, it is a liquid, this is the property of water. And it shows the properties of salt also, that is it has a salty taste. So this mixture of water and salt, it shows properties of both things, the properties of water as well as properties of salt. In the same way it will also show the chemical properties of water and the chemical properties of salt. In the same way we talk about air, then air is also a mixture of different gases like nitrogen, carbon dioxide, oxygen. Okay, so air also shows the properties of all these gases. It shows properties of oxygen, it shows properties of carbon dioxide, it may show the property of nitrogen also. Okay, so this is a very important feature of a mixture, that it shows the properties of all its constituents. So dear students, I hope you got the concept of what is a pure substance and what is a mixture, and what is the difference between homogeneous and heterogeneous mixture. I would suggest you to list the examples of homogeneous and heterogeneous mixture. Okay, let's have a few examples here. So if we talk about the examples of homogeneous mixture, homogeneous mixture. Okay, so if we talk about air, then air is also a homogeneous mixture as long as it is pure. Okay, but when it becomes polluted due to dust or smoke, then it may be heterogeneous in nature for a very short time. Okay, in the same way, the mixture of water plus sugar, the mixture of water plus salt, these all are examples of homogeneous mixture. But if we talk about heterogeneous mixture, then the examples of heterogeneous mixtures may be, suppose you take some sugar and you add salt in it, then this will be a heterogeneous mixture because you can easily tell where is salt and where is sugar in that mixture. Okay, and the composition will be different. In the same way, milk is also an example of a heterogeneous mixture. Sometimes it becomes heterogeneous because the fat gets deposited at the bottom or at the surface. Okay, then it becomes a heterogeneous mixture. Your foods are generally heterogeneous mixtures. Okay, and the sand plus water is a heterogeneous mixture. Chalk powder plus water is a heterogeneous mixture. Starch in water is a heterogeneous mixture. So rice plus wheat is a heterogeneous mixture. Okay, so there are a number of heterogeneous mixtures in and means around in your surroundings. Okay, so dear students, you make a list, a more long list of homogeneous and heterogeneous mixtures. Okay, so thank you for watching this part. In the next part we are going to discuss about the two different categories of pure substances, that is element and compound.